I read an article. This really isn't that surprising to me. Article dated January 14th of this year from the Daily Signal. A piece written by Natalie Johnson. Liberal professors outnumber conservative faculty 5-1, according to a new report. Listen to this, folks. I mean, it's really not surprising to me, but it puts emphasis on the point that I've been making for years, that we are seeing the radicalization of our college campuses and high schools around the country. We are seeing this progressive liberal ideology fester in our school system. Professors in higher education have become notably more liberal during the past 25 years, according to a recent study, and academics predict that the trend isn't likely to slow anytime soon. During the past quarter century, academia has seen a nearly 20% jump in the number of professors who identify as liberal. That increase has created a lopsided ideological spread in higher education, with liberal professors now outspacing their conservative counterparts by a ratio of roughly 5-1. In 2014, 60% of professors identified as liberal or far left, according to the Higher Education Research Institute at UCLA. Compare that with 1990 survey data, when only 42% said the same. So the number of liberal professors has jumped by 20% in the past 25 years. And in the meantime, the number of professors who identify as conservative or even moderate is on a downward trend. So in other words, the number of professors who say that they are liberal is skyrocketing, and those who say they are moderate or conservative is going down. And folks, this is scary, number one, and it threatens the future of this country. Not only politically speaking, but it threatens the open-mindedness of young people. If the only thing you're being taught is a liberal ideology, if the only thing you're being taught in class is American history from a liberal perspective, the only thing you're being taught in class is about how evil conservatives are, if you're being taught about white privilege, if you're being taught about victimization, and just left-wing falsehoods in general, that's all you know. That's all you know. So really, I get pissed at young people in my generation for blindly supporting liberalism and progressivism, but really, most of them, you can't put the full blame on them, because it's all they're being taught. And I want to make a point here, folks. Now, look, I realize that professors are allowed to have opinions. It would be stupid of me to think otherwise. That's not the issue. Because that's been said to me before. Well, Jason, aren't professors allowed to have opinions? Of course they're allowed to have opinions. The problem is when they present their opinions as fact, and shove these opinions down the throats of a captive audience. That's the problem, and that's the war we're fighting. So now we have about 60%, 2014 professors who identified as liberal or far left. 60%. The number of conservatives, or I should say the number of professors who identify as conservative is right around 12-13%. And those who say they are moderate is right around 28-29%. So there is no debate, ladies and gentlemen, that the public education system, the school system, these colleges, universities, are dominated by liberalism. They're dominated by liberalism. I mean, that's not even a debate anymore. And it wouldn't even be a problem if there wasn't so much hostility towards conservatives. Many of these professors, not all but many of them, shut down conservatives in class. They shut down debate. They present their twisted worldviews as a matter of fact. They present their twisted view of American history as a matter of fact. And folks, I'm getting so sick of it. I really am. I really am. This study predicts that this trend isn't going to slow down anytime soon. The only solution I really can think of, folks, this is the whole thought process behind Youth Revolt. The only solution I can think of to stop this is to go to war. War in the classroom. We have to become, as Andrew Breitbart said, the new media. Utilize cell phones. Utilize other technologies. Expose what is going on.